What up, YouTube? We back again with another garage video. Just wrapping up some leg day training. Hopefully in the future, I plan to start trying to film these workouts. I'm trying to, figure out how the best way to tailor my content with add in my fitness training, some nutrition, meal prepping, coaching, things like that, and sprinkle it in with just, my thoughts on how everything is going, the way I view things throughout the world, stuff like that. Um, so with that being said, we're gonna just go ahead and get into it. So I'm wrapping up my leg day training, hitting up some squats and deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, all those kinds of things like that. And it just got me to thinking about, how we tend to approach things just in life in general, right? So most of us, like, we try things that we're not good at, we try to stay far away from those things. Like for me, it was squats, right? I'm never, I normally just off pure genetics alone, I have a slimmer build. You know what I'm saying? I'm what they would classify as a hard gainer, have been all my life. And if you are curious, I am 45 years old. So this is, the end result of training pretty much my whole life and reaching like my genetic cap. I'm sitting like right now about 215 pounds, relatively lean, like not like peeled up or anything like that, but still in pretty decent conditioning. But one thing that I would always neglect is my legs. I was never, like rock solid at squatting or anything like that. I would, I grew up in the 90s, 2000s. It was all about mirror muscles. As long as I could fit in my medium shirt, I was good to go. But as I started competing, and then the bodybuilding bug really grabbed a hold of me. I was, trying to complete my physique out. So obviously I gotta train legs. I can't just keep neglecting my lower body. Now I know I kind of rambled on for a little bit, and but what the point I'm trying to get to is, like, we tend to avoid those things that we deem hard or uncomfortable, right? So when we're at the workplace, whether we're in our relationships, we get involved in these things, and we don't try to look for that growth, right? So the way a muscle grows is you constantly introduce a new stimulus, right? In this case, that would be, the discomfort. And its response is to, grow a bigger muscle that can handle this new stressor that you placed on it. And that's kind of like the same thing in life, So we've been working at a job for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in some cases, maybe even longer. And we don't really do anything to promote that growth. We're not asking for promotions. We're not asking for more money. We're not trying to figure out what things I need to do to, reach that next level. And where as a man, it's kind of hard for us to want to stay stagnant even when we are in those comfort zones. And what I see a lot is like that's how we end up stuck in these long-term, unfulfilling relationships, even in friendships, right? We have friendships with some people that, we've just outgrown. They're not going anywhere, and they're not there, to see us try to reach that next level. So, just kind of hone in on these things. There is no growth without being uncomfortable, right? So you've got to go ahead and stop making the excuses. And if you're not good at it yet, you can't get better without trying to get there, right? So for me, I just completed my workout. For some, that's not a big accomplishment. But for me, being able to rep 260 pounds, as part of my workout, for me, that's like a big deal because of where I started, right? I legitimately had to learn how to, start squatting with just the bar. And I didn't learn this as a teenager. This is well into my late 30s. And it's just till now that I'm in my mid 40s that I'm finally seeing some results. I had setbacks, had a hip replacement, but all those kind of things are stories for another day. But I say that to say this is, if you're trying to get to where you're trying to get to, focus on those things that might be uncomfortable, so things that might be a challenge for you. You know, so if that's fitness related, maybe it's just finally getting up to show up at the gym, right? To even start working out. If it's nutrition, you know, finally getting on a nutrition plan that's going to help you get to that next level, really hone in and lean out. Maybe it's that learn another language, you know what I'm saying? But what you got to do is you got to take that first step. And it's going to be awkward at first, right? I'm look at me I'm like my YouTube videos. I know they're trash, 1,000%. But each one is getting a little bit better, right? So my first one that I dropped, you know, a couple weeks ago, you know, I'm not really looking into the camera. I'm always gonna rambler because that's just what I do. I'm a rambler. I'm gonna let you know from you get that people who go off topic and go down rabbit holes, then I'm probably not the content created for you. But if you're looking for somebody who can share experiences, I am that person. And I'm not afraid to do the work and try to get there and grow. So with that being said, that's my thoughts for today. We're finally coming up on the fall here in Arizona. It's not a scorching 1 million degrees. I'm about to go smash me some protein. I'm about to go get in the shower, get cleaned up, smell good, and then get ready for the rest of my day. I hope you'll have a blessed one. I'll see you on the next video. All right, Coach JJ, I'm out of here.